Welcome to the module dedicated to making clear your role as a sales consultant or advisor. Your role is becoming ever more important as the focus shifts towards being truly customer-centric. My first message to you is that product differentiation is getting harder today. Nobody makes a bad car. So how does one differentiate? It's service. Don't ever forget that and make service your number one priority. So let's have a quick look at some of the tasks that make up your role as a sales consultant. It can be summarised as to deliver the targeted sales volume that has been agreed between your sales manager and yourself, to represent the BMW Mini brand as per the requirements of a BMW Mini brand ambassador, to ensure all prospect, lead and client data is logged on to the CRM DMS system. That's a critical point today. To follow up on every lead coming into the business within 24 hours at least. That's a working standard. To offer a test drive to every lead that comes into the business. To deliver both conquest and loyalty activities on a daily basis. To make certain that a customer focus is always delivered, and that's measured over a combined Net Promoter Score. To be knowledgeable on all products and services offered by the business. To measure and monitor your personal sales funnel numbers on a weekly basis, another increasingly critical responsibility. To consider the impact of the used car business where applicable and contribute towards improving the business's trade-in ratio. You really need to be sitting with your sales manager on a regular basis to review these topics one by one. If you can at least fulfill the points I have just mentioned, you will be on the road to success. Now, let's take an in-depth view of each of these tasks. To deliver the targeted sales volume that has been agreed between your sales manager and yourself. The retail sales team will have a volume target for the team. Your share of the target will be agreed between you and your sales manager. It is your task to make certain that you plan an approach to deliver this target. Your manager is there to assist you in this goal. If you have any concerns, you must speak to your manager as soon as possible. As the month progresses, it may become too late to influence a positive change. As soon as you feel you have an issue with achieving your volume, take action immediately. Talk to your manager. He or she is there to help you. Be open and be honest about how you are feeling. To represent the BMW brand as per the requirements of a BMW brand ambassador. As a part of your training, you will receive brand training. This is perhaps one of the most important elements of your job. It is absolutely your job to make certain that you know, understand and can deliver the BMW brand values. Do you know the BMW brand values? There is a separate module for the brand. The brand values for BMW are thrilling, pioneering, aesthetic and independent. The core of the brand remains joy. Note this down and remember it. It's your job to deliver a level of behaviour that is in line with the brand at all times. To ensure all prospect, lead and client data is logged onto the approached CRM DMS system. Data is king, and data management is becoming the most important asset for any business. Upon making a first contact with a new prospect or lead, you must seek as much minimum requirement data as possible. This includes name, contact, phone number, email address, and model of interest. As the prospect makes progress through the sales journey, more data is essential. For example, model of interest, current vehicle, date of birth, family status, etc. The finest sales consultants will be able to gain even more information about likes, behaviours, interests, etc. Orientate your sales approach to gain this information. Then load this onto the CRM system. It's your job. Every time you make contact with a prospect or lead, this must be uploaded onto the CRM system. Data input is a working standard. This means that this is a measurable element of your job as a sales consultant. Let's make this message totally clear. Your input of accurate data and keeping the data up to date is not negotiable in your role. You must make certain that you complete this task 100%. To follow up on every lead coming into the business within 24 hours. Getting the data is essential, but this is useless without making a follow-up. You must make the first follow-up within a few hours, either by phone, email or text. It should contain a thank you message and details of the next step. If there is no response from the action you have taken, you must at least make a call within the next 24 hours. Log the fact that you have performed a follow-up on the CRM system every time. If your first attempt is unsuccessful, then try again. Keep on trying until you get a response. Never give up. Follow-up is another working standard. This means that this is a measurable element of your job as a sales consultant. To offer a test drive to every lead that comes into the business. Every individual that comes into the business must be offered a test drive. A product experience is one of the best closing tools you have, so use this to your advantage. Make a note of the demos you have in stock and the options and specifications. You can then sell a test drive at every chance. Once a lead drives one of our cars, we have a very strong chance to close the sale. A test drive offer is another working standard. Again, this means that this is a measurable element of your job as a sales consultant. After a test drive, you must print out an offer on an official company letterhead. This is also a working standard. Where appropriate, you must also offer a financial services quota offer to deliver both conquest and loyalty activities on a daily basis. Sales growth relies not only on walk-in data and data from marketing activities, but also your own data within your database that you may have compiled. For inquiries that are still open, keep making contact until they give you an answer. Loyalty activities can be described as keeping contact with existing customers who may wish to change their car. You should never really close a lead, as there is always a chance to take a relationship to the next level, even if they have just bought a car or bought something else. Always stay in contact. To make certain that a customer focus is always delivered and is measured by a combined Net Promoter Score. With product differentiation becoming even harder, how does a brand differentiate? The only real method is through customer experience. What kind of experience will you offer your client? What will you do that will stand you out as different? This is something you need to think very carefully about. Every touch point should be carefully considered. If they go on to purchase, this is great. However, be curious about individuals that perhaps do not purchase. Why did they not purchase, and what could you have done differently? The Net Promoter Score, or NPS, is a measurement of how the business served the client, so your specific approach can be scored. Your sales manager can give you this information and also what you do well and what needs to change. Be interested to improve yourself and offer the finest level of service you possibly can. In this day and age, client and leads will remember this. To be knowledgeable on all products and services offered by the business. Products and services is what we do better than anything else. We are often described as offering the finest, most innovative and best handling premium luxury vehicles available on the road today. You can be proud. However, you must be knowledgeable. There are a number of sources for you to become knowledgeable. They include the initial certification training provided by the regional office, local training provided by your dealer, www.bmw.com, and various other websites including the BMW Group Press Club. In today's online information-led world, there is no reason to be mis- or uninformed. The responsibility is firmly in your hands. Take the responsibility to manage your knowledge and skills. To measure and monitor your personal sales funnel numbers on a weekly basis. As high as customer focus is on our agenda, we are still in a numbers game. You should therefore get into the discipline of managing your sales funnel numbers. Sales funnel numbers can be described as the leads, appointments, test drive offers and closed deals retail sales you make during the month. Whilst your sales manager will be able to gather this information from the CRM system from data you have put in, you should keep a manual record in any case. At any given time, you must be in a position to explain your current status in terms of targets and how many leads you require before the end of the month in order to achieve your target. We call this a reverse funnel. Ask your sales manager about a reverse funnel at your next meeting. A sales funnel will be measured with either a percentage or a ratio. The sales funnel targets will be given to you by your sales manager. You must identify these sales funnel targets as soon as possible. This approach also identifies your lost opportunities or lost sales. Another important element is to reduce your lost sales. To consider the impact of the used car business where applicable and contribute towards improving the business's trade-in ratio. The used car business is ever growing in terms of impact on the new car business. If you have a used car business, they rely on you for good quality stock. This being the case, you should understand if there is a used car somewhere in the deal and make a provision for this to be part of your deal. Discuss this with your manager. In the event of your business not having a used car solution, seek advice from your manager, or else, if left to the client, you will lose the sale. Maintain control of the process at all times, even when you can't offer a direct solution like a used car trade-in or a finance solution. Have a plan. So, these are the tasks in a nutshell. Your next step is to review these carefully again, one by one, to make certain you understand each point. Please take the time to schedule a meeting with your manager and discuss these points. Good luck with the role.